So how to get rich at younger age, or how to get wealthy at a younger age. And in this tutorial, we're going to talk about a step-by-step process that can set you on a path to achieve that. So original concept was developed by Jim Rohn, who talks about the habits, the 3 money habits that rich people have that poor people lack. So what I talk about is you take your net income, which is the income after taxes, split it into 2 categories. You split it into 70% and 30%. Take the 70% of the income and use that to support your lifestyle, which means paying your mortgage, buying groceries, for your healthcare, travel, all this stuff. 30% of that income, you split it into 4 ways. You split it into 10%, 10%, 5%, and 5%. And that's what I call the 10-10-5-5 rule. And what are you going to do with that split is you're going to take the 5% of that income, and that income or that money you are going to spend in enriching your mind, which means that 5% goes into buying books, attending seminars, taking podcasts, taking online courses. So whatever you need to do to gain more knowledge about new technology, new ways of doing certain things, and that you're enriching your mind. And wealthy people do that on a continuous month after month, year after year basis, because the more information you have on what is the best way of doing it, what is the best technology out there, then you can take that and implement either into your personal life or your business life. And it can also help you grow in your job if that's what your goal is. And this way you are actually enriching your mind. You're filling more good and better information day in and day out, and eventually getting smarter and smarter as the time goes forward. Take the next 5% and invest that into charity. And the charity could be whichever thing you are passionate about. So maybe you want to help a charity that provides food for the poor people. Maybe you want to invest into charity that actually gives books or education for the poor kids. So whatever you are passionate about, spend 5% into the charity. Because when we do something to help other people, it enriches our soul. And you want to come from a habit of fulfillment and abundance. And always remember that if you have the ability to do charity, that is an honor and responsibility in itself, because there's so many people in this world who don't make enough to even do charity, even if they want to. But if you have the financial ability to do that, that is an honor and a responsibility that you should take it very seriously. And by spending 5% into charity, you're nourishing your soul, you're living, and you're developing an attitude of gratitude, and you're developing an attitude of abundance, that there's enough in this world that even if I go give it to somebody else to make their life happy, it's still plenty left for me. Take the next 10% and put that into investments, which means investing into stocks or bonds or real estates, or maybe investing into startup companies, or if you decide to be an angel investor. So that 10% is the money that you're investing into to get future returns. And that is the money once you have invested, you don't have to spend too much time into maintaining it, because that's the money making money for you on an ongoing basis. And last 10%, put that into your savings, because you never know what's going to happen in the life, right? So things change. Maybe the company you're working for shuts down. So maybe you get laid off. Maybe the company shuts down. Maybe something else happens. Maybe you need the money to help healthcare for your parents. Maybe you need the money to help your siblings. So whatever that could be, if you have that 10% that you are keeping and saving month after month, year after year, you will have a very relaxed mindset. If something happens in your life, you know that I don't have to worry about how I'm going to pay my bills, how I'm going to put food on my table for my kids, or for myself, or for my family. So that 10% will buy you mental relief, mental security. And this is something that rich people do or wealthy people do on continuous basis, because be wary of when people are telling you this get rich quick schemes, that this is what you do and you can get rich in like a year, 2 years. That stuff hardly ever works. This is a long-term game. So think if you are just a recent graduate, you graduated from school, from university, and you are on your first job. And if you start following this routine month after month, year after year, think about it. Where would you be in 10 years on your knowledge if you're learning every month new concepts from seminar, from books and all the stuff? How much your mind would have been grown in 10 years from today? If you're giving out to charity, how much mind fulfillment you will have from your inner heart? How much centered your soul would be by giving it back to the community? how much investments money you will get when you're investing into stocks or bonds or angel investing in different companies, and your savings. So this is a plan that is a long-term plan that will exponentially increase your chances of being healthy, of being wealthy. And these are the habits that wealthy people follow, because creating wealth is a long-term process. It's a long-term game, and that is what you're in for. You're not in for your, get rich quick schemes. So follow these steps, because I personally have been following this step for the last few years, and it has been amazing. It has been life-changing for me, and that's what I wanted to share with you guys, that hopefully you can follow this step and go into the path of becoming wealthy and leading the life that you want to lead and leading the life that you want to be. And I really hope you follow this path, and wish you a nothing but healthy, wealthy, and prosperous and fulfilled life in the future and in the present and an ongoing basis. So thank you very much for your time, for watching this video, and have a wonderful day.